Hey guys, it's JimBlade8304 here, and welcome to my review of set 71867 X-1 Ninja Charger. This is the final set to celebrate Ninjago's 15th anniversary. The set has 691 pieces, will release for $90 in the US on August 1st. I got this early from overseas, I bought it. It's a fine set. It has a few flaws, the major one being the fact that it shouldn't be an X-1 Ninja Charger. We've had one for the 10th anniversary, and then we had the original one back in 2014. I don't think an X-1 Ninja Charger was the right choice for the final Legacy set, but we'll get into that later on. I think the set is fine. I think it's a good build, but just the fact that it is an X-1 and not something else that we haven't seen before in Legacy, or something, more iconic, is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. Anyway, let's get started with the review. We'll take a look at the build first, and then we'll look at the minifigures later on. Starting with the build, I think it looks pretty nice in my opinion. It uses a lot of good building techniques, some things that I haven't seen before because I primarily build Ninjago sets, but I think it does look good. The play feature is integrated very nicely into that. We'll take a look at that here in a little bit, and I'll also be doing a comparison between this and the other two versions of the X-1 Ninja Charger, so stay tuned for that on the channel. It does use quite a few stickers on the set to give it some of those details. It does rely on those stickers, I would say. Some of those details aren't as essential, like this, the little thing that says X1. A couple of these things back here aren't essential, but the ones at the front, I would say definitely are pretty essential. There's a little bit of an issue with color matching on my copy, at least. I don't know if this is going to be a consistent problem. We'll see with some other people's reviews, maybe it is. But on my copy, at least, the stickers are more towards the reddish-orange color than the actual red color that LEGO produces in their plastic. But it's a good build, regardless of the stickers. I think it has potential to be a great set. I think it'll sell just fine. But I'm still disappointed that it is an X-1 Ninja Charger and not something that we haven't seen before, like, a Legacy Ninja Copter would have been nice, or a Tread Assault. Anyway, continuing to look at the car, again, the color scheme looks really nice with the red and the flame yellowish orange and dark red accents there. I think it looks good. It's a good color combination for Kai. It's a color combination that's been used many times for him. Recently, it was on Kai and Cole's Combiner vehicles, also from the Summer 2026 wave, and also the Katana V11, most notably to me, used this color combination. And again, I think it looks just fine. It doesn't have a whole lot of other play features aside from the bike mechanism, which is common within all three X-1 Ninja Chargers. There are no stud shooters, no flick fire missiles, no spring-loaded shooters, nothing of the sort. It's just the car and the bike mechanism. It also uses four of the same sticker on the hubcaps there with Kai's original letter symbol that was used back in 2013-14, that era of Ninjago. I think it's fine to see them. I wish they would have been printed because they are for the exact same thing. But overall, it looks good. There are a few different weapons you can detach, like this sword. It's the same thing on both sides. There are a few katanas at the back and a couple smaller ones up front. I do like the use of the blue for the headlights here. Originally in the concept art, I believe they were yellow, if I'm not mistaken. But I think the blue works here just fine. I do like the way the spoiler is built up at the back here. It does look really nice. These two panel pieces, Technic panels, fit against the way the bricks and plates are stacked very nicely. Very minimal gapping on this set. You wouldn't notice. There's no weird colors exposed unless you flip it underneath and you see that like lime green and like some light bluish gray. But if you're looking at it just from straight on, you're not going to see any weird colors that you wouldn't want to see on a set like this. As for the play feature itself, it works pretty simply. All you do, raise the hood, and the bike fires out just like that as it falls onto my floor. Opening this up, you can reload the bike. It fits in between that little groove between the inverted tile and the regular tile, which is nice. And then when it gets to the back, you push this part back in, and then it locks the bike in place. And then to fire it off again, you would just open the hood again. And this part at the back is on some loose friction Technic pins, which allows it to move up. I don't love the placement of the windshield. I don't think there needs to be a windshield on this, like this style windshield where it covers the cockpit fully. There is no printed sticker or printed like control panel or sticker control panel. There's nothing like that. There's no steering wheel on the bike, no control stick, nothing of the sort, which is a little bit disappointing in my opinion. I think they really could have used something like that, but let's take a look at the bike. The bike itself follows that similar color scheme with the red, the flame yellowish orange, and black, and uses a little bit of dark gray for the wheels. The wheels do spin very nicely, and again, there is no control panel in there. It's just a spot where the minifig sits, and he just sits in there like that with his arms raised. When he's loaded in to the X-1, it almost looks like would be hard for him to see out of the cockpit, which is a little bit disappointing. It is a little bit tricky to load him in, but it works in the end. You can see at eye level, it looks like he will be staring right into where like the engine would be at the front, or at least where this slope piece is there. A little bit disappointing there. I don't think this windshield piece is necessary. Also, it just comes loose in the bag. It doesn't have like a protective cover on it, which is also a little bit disappointing, so it may come up scratched and scraped and stuff like that from transport. But overall, the car looks nice. It functions nice. It does what it's supposed to. I just wish it was a little bit more, like there was more to it. As I mentioned with the windshield, it is disappointing that it's there, but you can simply just remove it just like that if you so choose. And then it still looks a little bit awkward, in my opinion, but you just close that back up just like that, and then it looks fine. It's in the translucent black color, which I think looks good, but I just wish it wasn't there. I wish they would have done something else for it. The first two minifigs we'll take a look at are Legacy Kai ZX on the left. He is exclusive because he does not have his armor piece in this set like you would find in the character display or the Old Town. And then Legacy version of General Cryptor on the right. I don't know why they're calling this General Cryptor. It doesn't look like General Cryptor. I guess they can do whatever they want, but the minifigs in the set are fine. My face print for Kai is printed a little bit high, so the hood kind of covers his eyes a little bit, which is a little strange and unfortunate, but hopefully it's just mine and not a full production error. I didn't try to swap the Kai head because I wanted to get the set as I got it out of the box and show it for you guys. I didn't want to make anything up and have it not be visible the way I got it. The Ninjago head mold piece is very nice, and the printing on the back for Kai is very nice. The Legacy ZX hood looks great as well. I do love the metallic silver printing on the Ninjago piece. I think it looks incredible, and then the silver arm looks nice as well. No leg printing on the Ninjago is disappointing, but you get what you get in the set. Taking a look at the minifigs face print, Kai's is nothing special. It's the same standard one we've seen for many years now. General Cryptor's on the right looks pretty good. His torso print also does look pretty nice. I like the way it shines when the light hits it just right. And then on the back, Kai has his standard alternate face, and General Cryptor has a little bit of back printing, this mechanical bit showing on the back of his head. And then he uses that standard like Ninjago pattern symbol that they would use back in like 2014 for the rebooted wave of sets. It looks good. It's a nice legacy version of a Ninjago. Is it the greatest figure we could have gotten in the set? No, but it's serviceable, and that's all I can really ask for, I guess. And last but not least, the thing people will probably be buying this set for is the collectible minifig in this set. The Dusk figure, the previous Master of Shadow before Shade from Tournament of Elements. The figure looks pretty good in my opinion. I wish it would have had silver legs instead of dark bluish gray, but I understand why they didn't do that. I feel like it would have been less accurate, but I still think the figure looks good. The purple torso is very nice. She does come with 2 daggers, no elemental power pieces like some of the other ones have come with. And again, you can attach these stands to each other and form one long assembly. You can also attach them to the Ninja character display from the January wave. The printed tile for Ninjago's 15th looks pretty good here again. It's the same one we've seen in a couple sets at this point. And Dust's face print looks pretty good here. Taking her hairpiece off, we get a better look at her face print, and then spinning it around to the back, she does have an alternate face, which is nice to get. And then we get a better look at her back torso printing, which I think also looks pretty good. So, in conclusion, the set leaves a lot to be desired. It is very expensive at $90, and for less than 700 pieces, it feels like something's missing. I wish you would have gotten like a couple more minifigs, a couple more Ninjoids would have been nice. I wish this set was something else entirely. I wish it would have been like a Legacy Ninja Copter. I feel like that would have fit in really nicely. Had maybe like a couple Ninjoid security drones or something like that. I just wish this set was different. That's all I can really say about it. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Did LEGO make the right decision in making another X-1 Ninja Charger? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And with that, I'll see you in the next video. This is Jim Lady 304 signing off. Bye.